Hey guys, what's up? It's Laura from Laura Marie Plans, and today I'm back with another weekly plan with me. I'm planning for November the 11th through the 17th in my Aura Estelle A5 Wide Cloud Planner using my Caress Press 2024 inserts. And this week I'm using the kit called Farm from Scribble Prints Co. And I also used a mixed foil moment of matte bronze and olive from Plana Hannah. At Hannah's shop, you can use code Laura15 to save 15% off or mention me in the notes if you so incline, and you'll get my freebie. And at Andrea Scribble Prints Co. shop, I do have a sampler sheet which you can get for free if you spend $75 or more in shop. It's currently in a golden color, or you can add it to your cart if you're not hitting that $75 number and add it to your cart if you so incline. But I'm loving this combination so much. I love how the matte bronze and olive looks. I have honestly used olive so freaking much lately, almost monthly, and definitely more than any other core foil like silver or gold or rose gold. I don't know about hollow. I do use a lot of hollow and sparkly hollow, but I feel like after that, the next most used foil for me currently is olive, and I just love it so much, especially with the matte bronze. And I just think it looks so freaking good with this kit. It looks so good with so many different occasions though. Definitely check out my planner Instagram, Laura Marie Plans, and you can see the foil I've used in previous spreads, or you can even check out my previous plan with me's because I do upload a plan with me on literally every spread I do. But yeah, loving how this looked so much. I did color block and I just think it's so fun. So I did use this kit this week because as a continuation from last week, on Saturday we had left to go visit my sister in Colorado. So we were still in Colorado through Wednesday of this week, and I wanted to commemorate the trip with a kit. I almost used a recent kit I bought from SPC. I don't know if that was in my last, I think it was in my last haul, which would have been my October haul. I don't even know what month I'm in anymore. But the like road trip with like the Red Rocks kit, I bought that and I almost used that last week because, or I should have used it this week because Arches, but we did go to Arches, spoiler alert. But um yeah, basically I ended up still using the voting kit last week. Love how that turned out. It's completely different vibes. This is very like just muted and chill vibes, and it was really nice to escape from my times in my life that I was going through and just go hang out with my sister and her partner and Jake and meet up with some people we love and just do some different things in the mountains. And basically, my sister does have a farm in the mountains. She lives west of the Rocky Mountains in a remote town that's like literally all farmland, and you have to drive like 20-30 minutes to get to your local gas or grocery store. It's literally crazy. I could never do it in my life. But she loves it. She's done it for like 4 years now, I think 4.5 years since the beginning of 2020. Um, and this kit just screams her. She has 2 cats, 2 dogs, a tortoise, an iguana, chickens, I think a dozen chickens or maybe half a dozen chickens. She used to have turkeys and goats, and lots of other animals. I mean, she's my older sister. She had every single animal known to mankind that you could have as a pet growing up. She had mice, she had hamsters, she had guinea pigs. She never had rabbits. She had a salamander, and literally one time we came home from Thailand and it was dried up on our living room floor. Um um yeah, she's had so many animals, birds, everything, dogs, like everything. So it's no surprise that she just lives a farm life now and has a bunch of animals. So yeah, I thought this kit would be perfect to use when I finally visited her. And luckily we had a trip planned for right after the election, which I didn't think would go so south so quick, but it really did. And so I'm glad I had a little escape. I did have a vlog go up of this trip. So if you're interested in checking that out, I'll try and remember to link it down below. I'm terrible at remembering that, but also you can just check out my recent videos, and it should have been my last video. But yeah, it's kind of more sights than like talking in that vlog. But it was really, really pretty. So on the Sunday, our first day there, because Saturday we like flew in really late and just went to bed basically. On Sunday we went to Crested Butte, which was beautiful. It's like a little ski town. And then you guys will see on Monday we had kind of a chill day. We went to the hot springs, which was really nice. And then on Tuesday we did go to Utah, and we went to Arches National Park and then spent some time in Moab in the Utah area, which it was actually Jake's first time in Utah, fun fact. So yeah. I don't know if that state was really on his bucket list. I highly doubt it, but we had a great old time. So I am using some of the farm overlays from Plannahannah. I thought these were so cute. I put the cow by the cow box, or maybe it's a goat, but my bad. I put the sheep on the sheep box, the scarecrow on the donkey box to kind of like, corner it in. I don't know. I thought those boxes were cute together in the double box flappy. And I put the chicken with the girl holding the chicken, which reminds me of my sister, even though she's like a full grown adult and older than me. I also love the cats in this kit because my sister loves her cats. And I think Jake and I might actually get a cat now, which is so crazy because remember when I used that Western kit from Caress Press in like September? One, I could have used that for this trip because that totally gives the vibes of this. But two, I didn't use the cat box and I felt guilty ever since. And now I feel more guilty because now I really want a cat. And I'm like, that was such a beautiful cat in that kit too. Like, it's literally the cat I want. I want like a long-haired cat. Yeah, so I really, really want a cat. We're trying to adopt one, but I also like want to find one that I really like and won't give up because I'm not ever gonna want to give up an animal or put in a position where I feel like I have to. So I want to make sure I like it first. And that'll of course get along with Ollie. So we're most likely gonna get a kitten hopefully soon. Also, then it will eat the mice and keep away mice out of our freaking house, which we haven't had too much of a problem yet this season. It was a big problem when we moved in last year. But luckily we have a great exterminator, Ralph, and situations hopefully been handled. But I did use Matte Bronze solid underlays, and then I used the leaf. I don't know what this leaf pattern is, but I did also use it for my 420 spread earlier in the year in like a different green, a dark green. But I just love this leaf pattern from Plannahannah. Don't know what it is off the top of my head, but it's so great. And yeah, I used it on the bottom washi too. I used the farm bottom washi overlay as well in matte bronze, and I had some pearl overlays from the mix sheet, which is some of my fave. And yeah, this is the base. I think it looks so cute. It's so muted and just like chill, especially compared to what I was going through and just like my life. But that is it for the base. So getting into the day by day, I did color block this, and in case you can't tell by now, this is a voiceover because I'm currently going through it, and who knew talking through a plan with me and having crippling depression and anxiety is really hard. If you do it, good for you. I can't. I was thinking, maybe I should put music over this, but I know that'd be like so terrible. I personally would not watch that, so I'm just trying to hustle through this. On Monday, Jake and Devin, my sister's partner, and I played Mario Kart, which was really fun. And then we went and got Dutch Bros, which was so good. I need them to bring that shit to the East Coast, or at least the DMV. I don't know if it's in the East Coast, but It's so good. And then we did go to a hot springs, which was clothing optional, and I decided I want to go to a different one than we went to last time because my mom recommended this one, but it was clothing optional, which meant you couldn't use your phone or take pictures or anything. Yes, me and my whole crew wore clothing, if you were curious, but other people weren't. So I was just like, meh. I don't know. Maybe I'm too addicted to my phone, but um, we did go there. It was also more natural, but because um it was clothing optional, like you couldn't see the mountains around, which were really pretty, and it was just less of a good view because they had to like have a gate that like closed it in so people couldn't just peer in. We got fast food this day. I think we got Culver's, and then Jake and I played Mario Golf. We cuddled and I watched Love is Blind DC, which the best part of that season is one, Taylor, who reminds me of my half Chinese, half white cousin. I've been texting her all about it. And two, the scenic shots of DC. Oh, I love DC. On Tuesday, we went to a place called Mocha Joe's, which I get a really good Red Bull smoothie that I'm obsessed with. And then we drove and we went to Utah and went to Arches National Park, which was really, really pretty. We went to Windows, the Double Arch, and like the Sunstone or Sandstone, yeah, I think that was it, but that one was in the sand and that one was beautiful. But yeah, I've always wanted to go to Arches. It was so 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 beautiful. Highly recommend. It was definitely on my bucket list and I absolutely loved it and had a great time. We got some really really good pictures on Jake's camera and it was just really fun. And then we spent some time in downtown Moab, which is the city right by Arches, and then there's another um monument. It's like Canyon Monument or some Canyon, I don't know, some other national park right by there. So we went to this really good Mexican restaurant, which was actually the best Mexican food I've ever had in my life. The Mexican food does not compare here nor anywhere else because it's all Tex-Mex, but down there it's so good. Did some shopping and then just hung out with my sister's cats and dogs mainly, because they were the ones like in the house with us after that. And on Wednesday I woke up to my beautiful period, which came a week late and delayed my start of my IVF. And then we flew from Montrose to Denver. I said goodbye to my sister. Jake and I got Shake Shack at the airport, and then we flew from Denver to Dulles, which was a shit show because the Denver flight that was supposed to fly out like 6 hours before at 9 a.m. got canceled. So it was a mess. And then people were like gonna miss their connection and yeah. But I watched more Love is Blind DC on that flight. I actually finished and now I just have to watch the reunion. My mom picked us up and me and Jacob and we called my dad who was in Thailand and talked about the trip and just chatted with them, which was really nice. I hadn't talked to my dad a lot because he went to like a boarding school reunion in Hong Kong and he was just really, really busy. And I didn't talk to my mom. I mean, I usually talk to my mom like a lot, but because I was out visiting my sister, I hadn't talked to her. We picked up Oliver and then I just binge watched 90 Day, I believe. On Thursday, Oliver did have a vet appointment. He got some shots and blood work and some other things. And then we took him to Starbucks so he could get a pup cup. I had a huge mental breakdown and my life started massively falling apart. I had a call with my mom, watched Thursday Night Football because the Commanders were playing and they lost. So basically, in the span of since the election to this weekend, Kamala lost, the Commanders lost, the Terps basketball team lost on Friday, the Terps football team lost on Saturday, and then later on whatever day, was it also Friday? I don't know. Whatever day that stupid Jake Paul Mike Tyson fight was, Mike Tyson also lost. So it was just hit after hit. And then I was in my feelings to end the night. On Friday, I slept in, took Oliver on a walk. I went and got my nails done for the first time in so long, which was so needed. And then I got waxed. I was very much in my feelings. I did some planning and then watched and caught up with some 90 Day. On Saturday, a dog came and got dropped off bright and early in the morning, and we went and walked them, and took them on a super long walk because we were spending the evening in Baltimore. So we drove to Baltimore, which took literally like 2 hours from where we were in Northern Virginia, where we live. It took forever. But we went to a dinner with my in-laws. Jake's grandparents were basically in town. So we went and met up with them and my brother-in-law and my father-in-law and his wife. And then we just walked around Baltimore after. We were like by the water. It was super nice, but it got really freaking cold. I don't know if we brought the cold in from Colorado with us, because when we left the week before this, right after the election, it was literally like 80 degrees. It was like 75 degrees in the DMV. And then it was so cold. I remember this night because I was just wearing a dress and a sweater. I was literally freezing. But then Jake and I drove back to Nova and we got some boba. I don't mark it, but the dog we were watching, who we've watched many of times, went and rummaged through our trash like a freaking raccoon, went on our console table and ate all of Ollie's treats. It was a shit show. I was very stressed at this point because my mental health was declining. Basically, some shit happened at work on Thursday, and I had taken that day off, and it just really negatively impacted me. And so I was in a mood. And then, of course, you go to meet Jake's in-laws, and they're like, "Oh, how's work?" And I have to act like I'm okay, but they like literally could tell I wasn't. I'm kind of an honest person and don't really put filters on. So yeah. Anyways, I did some planning while Jake cleaned up the whole freaking kitchen. It was such a mess. I did post it on my personal Instagram, Lore Potamus, if you follow me over there. Um so yeah, I watched 90 Day, and then I updated my resume because I decided I was going to quit my job because I simply my mental health just could not take it anymore. And I'm hopefully looking for like a remote job of doing like what I still do or something similar because the pay. But yeah, I'm just looking for a new job now. I am just so sick of working for shitty companies and shitty people who aren't even like BCBAs or know how to treat people. And there's like no HR department or anything. It's just so annoying. So on Sunday, football Sunday, our friends called us and they got engaged and we were so excited for them. Lamar is one of Jake's best friends and was one of his groomsmen, and Em is his lovely fiance, soon to be wife, and we love them very much. We took the dogs on a super long walk and we went to a local shopping center, and Jake ran some errands for us. I had to pick up some IVF prescriptions because I did officially start IVF technically this day, which was exciting. I don't mark it, but it's like I don't want to like put all that out there. It's just all on the low key because I just am scared I'm going to jinx something. So yeah. Um and then he went to H Mart and got some stuff to cook. And yeah, we came home and I massively cleaned and did some laundry. And then the other dog we were watching got picked up, which, by the way, after he rummaged through the trash on the walk, Jake took him in that this morning, the next morning after because he did that while we were in Baltimore that night. And then we like came back, went to bed. And then that morning he pooped 5 times on the walk. Ollie pooped twice. The other dog's name is also Ollie, but with a Y. But yeah, I was like, oh my God. And then we did work out together, which it's been a while since I've done like a literal like actual workout. I worked out a few other times, but I like haven't marked it. But I was like, this is a good workout. Like we spent a good few hours working out this day. So I did decide to mark that. Trying to get into like a better routine about that. because when I was at Arches, I was like, damn, I'm out of shape. So it was a lot though. Arches was like a lot of hikes and climbing on rocks and stuff. We did pay our final IVF deposit. I gave Oliver a bath while I took a shower this day, which was a mission because he's a massive ass dog and does not like baths for some reason. He likes everything else in the world except baths. And like he still tolerates it. He's not like annoying or anything, but like he doesn't like it. And I just feel bad. And then we watched Sunday Night Football. So that is that for this plan with me. I will just forewarn you guys in the next video, the next plan with me, I did end up quitting my current job. My mental health just like really couldn't take it anymore. I've been going through a lot since like the election results and just things have been declining. Good news is I did schedule a therapy and psychiatry appointment to start in December. Well, I already do psychiatrist appointments all the time, but not all the time, but like as needed. And I am starting up therapy again. So, you know, there is people out there to help you if you are also currently going through it with the election results or whatever it freaking may be. Life is freaking lifing for everyone. And, you know, I'm out there with you. But I hope you guys enjoyed this plan with me. I do apologize if this is not your preferred type of video, but I did try and not go through this one super, super speedy fast like I did the last. The last video was so hard to get through, honestly, and this video is kind of more acceptance and like me quitting my job is like yay freeing. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this plan with me. Please feel free to follow me on my planner Instagram, Laura Marie Plans, to see up close videos, reels, and photos of this spread. These are the leftovers that I will be destashing. If you are ever interested in some destashed leftovers, kit leftovers like these, please feel free to message me on Instagram and I'd be happy to send you some. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you so, so much for watching. I love how this came out with all the foil. And I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye!